In Hebrews chapter 3, the author quotes Psalm 95 to remind his readers that just as God punished the nation of Israel for their rebellion, God will also punish them if they disobey. Israel's wandering in the wilderness is a type and shadow of the punishment we will undergo if we reject the word of Christ. And this is what the song Wandered is trying to convey. In writing this song, I wanted to find a way to express a sense of wandering through music. And here are 3 things that I did. The first musical element I use is the octatonic scale. The octatonic scale is an alternation between whole steps and half steps. If you start on C and go up a half step, followed by a whole step, and continue this pattern all the way up to the C above, you will have formed one of the octatonic scales. You can see here that there are 3 possible octatonic scales. The half steps are indicated with dotted slurs. All 3 of these scales are used at some point in this song. The primary instance is in the 3rd phrase of the vocal melody. After Kelsey sings the first 2 phrases, which root the song in the home key of B minor, she sings a melody starting on B3 that ascends all the way up to B4.
When Israel roamed the wilderness and put the...
You'll notice that some of the notes used in this upward melody do not fit in the key of B natural minor, namely the F, the G sharp, and the A sharp. All 3 of these pitches are foreign. That's because the music has temporarily shifted outside of the key of B natural minor and into one of the octatonic scales. This phrase is actually a complete ascending presentation of the scale. The second octatonic scale is used after the 2nd and 3rd stanzas. And the 3rd occurs on the final verse in parallel motion with the first octatonic scale.
Because of their unfaithfulness,
The reason why I use this scale is because it tends to lack direction. With the abundance of half steps, i.e. leading tones, there are 4 possible places to which the melody can resolve. In other words, we have a hard time hearing where home is. A second way I try to represent musical wandering is through non-functional and foreign harmonies. Even though the melody is overall cast in the key of B minor, 2 of the 3 chords supporting the melody fall outside of that key. Each verse opens with a strong B minor tonic chord, but the harmonies that follow are interchanges between E7 and G7, neither of which belong to the home key. The progression, therefore, is not a functional one with predominant or dominant chords pushing the music closer to tonic, but is more of a vague meandering around, suggesting the harmonies don't really know where they're headed. The 3rd musical technique I incorporate is called bitonality. Bitonality is the use of 2 pitch centers at once. At the ends of verses 2 and 3, where the melodies resolve on B, the trumpet plays the 2nd octatonic scale, this time starting on E. This creates a temporary moment where 2 tonal centers are simultaneously being suggested, E minor based on the melody, and B minor based on the underlying harmonies in the larger context of the song. These 2 competing pitch centers add another layer of not knowing where home is. At the end of the 3rd verse, the music finally pushes out of B minor and lands in E minor. But as it resolves, we realize that we're not going to E minor, we are going to E major, which is the key of the next song, Take Care, Part 1. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Take care.